We're finishing off our VH1 Family Reunion Love and Hip Hop Edition Takeover Week with a husband and wife team who's been through it all. So we're excited to welcome back our girl Yandy Smith-Harris and Mendeecees Harris. Hello!
Hey! Hey, guys!
Welcome! Welcome back, Yandy. What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? I gotta get nosy.
I got some things up my sleeve. You know, I'm wait to reveal it, wait for Valentine's Day because she likes surprises.
I do. I like surprises. I'm a surprise type of girl. And I got a few surprises of my own.
Oh. Okay.
Well, you're gonna have to come back.
Happy early Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
You're gonna have to come back and report what you all did. Now, Mendeecees, I have to ask you this. So you served a 4-year prison sentence, and you've been home for just over a year now. So what has the readjustment period been for you and, you know, the family? And as a husband and father?
In the beginning, it was kind of like rough because in the time change, people changed. My kids grew. They got older. The conversation changed and you know, just getting to know them all over again. You know, my daughter, she was 5. My oldest son was 15. And you know, so it was just different. You know, I felt like we was reintroducing each other.
Mm-hmm. And when they left, Tyler wasn't even walking yet.
Right.
And his oldest son, I think he was 8?
He was 9.
9.
Yeah, he's in high school now. So you know, the conversations about basketball, what he want to do, and girls, and just, you know,
all of that.
It's just different. When I left, we wasn't even talking about these type of things.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Speaking of readjusting, Yandy, you had like a certain level of independence while Mendeecees was away. Have you had to relearn certain aspects of marriage now that he's home?
So the crazy thing is, we were only officially married for like 6 months before he left. So I'm learning now how to be a wife. I think this has been the most I've learned after college because it is an everyday learning process. Just, you know, compromising and taking advice on raising children together.
Right, well, I want to know what's the difference between a living girlfriend and a living wife.
Because when I was a living girlfriend, I could just go to a friend's house and say, I'm done, peace. Now that I'm a wife, let me leave the house. I won't hear the
commitment.
Well, Mendeecees, has the reentry back into society been difficult for you? And if so, do you feel a responsibility to speak on how much of a struggle felons have reintegrating back into society now that you've experienced it?
Yes, I think there's a lot of systematic systems put in place to create recidivism. And, you know, as far as like getting a job, the living where you live at, getting a bank account, get credit cards, just everything. You know, when I first got out, I wasn't allowed to get a credit card. You know, I wasn't allowed to open up a bank account. I wasn't allowed to get a car. I wasn't allowed to enter no legal contract, even sign a lease. So, you know, just lucky I have the resources to be able to circumvent that and get that done. But I felt real sorry for people that don't have the same resources.
Exactly. That's very true.
Wow.
And then Yandy, Mendeecees came home, and then shortly thereafter, you got arrested for protesting the death of Brianna Taylor over the summer. So what was that experience like for both of you?
I mean, for me, it was something that just is a part of the fabric of who I am. You know, I was willing to kind of risk it all for that moment to bring light and hopefully justice to Brianna. But I also, when I had to call him and there was that collect call coming from there, I was so nervous to hear what he had to say. He was like, "Are you crazy? What's going on?" So it was probably hard for him.
Right. So, you know, we all had to see George Floyd, what happened with him, Breonna Taylor, and it all touched our homes, it all touched our hearts. So to see people actually speak up and you know, have action behind it, I understood, and I understood the sacrifice she was willing to make and for change. And I think that, you know, that I'm very proud of her, and, you know, it takes a big person to get ahead and, you know, fight these battles, because people really don't fight these battles until they hit home.
Right.
right.
So true.
So true.
true.